Are we rolling? Very good. Andrew, I'm terribly sorry I can't be with you today. The diary's rather jammed. I've got more interviews than you can shake a stick at. But I wouldn't want to let this moment pass without saying just a few words. I'm leaving a few more for Mr. Pete Vout to fill in due course, but be remiss of me not to recognise the considerable effort and value add that you've given to Aviva over the years. I'm sure it probably wasn't called Aviva when you joined it, but in fact, we tried to have a wee look through the staff file and find out what we could find out on you and what we could share that might be of some amusement. I gather that your first day was back in 1980, and a rather memorable first day insofar as you met your good lady wife on your first day. Well, that would be a memorable first day for sure. I remember my first day coming to Norwich as well. I met my wife then too, so there must be something in the air here. That's a strange coincidence, but there we have it. The staff file, however, leaves a wee bit of a gap. We're talking about 14 years of a gap, and I'm not quite sure what could have happened then, but I'm hoping that someone around the room might be able to fill in and account for some of that time. So we roll forward to 1994, which is the first time when there's actually anything covered off in your file. And I gather back in 94 you were the Leasing and Mortgage Services Manager for Norwich Union Investment Management. And in your performance review for 1994, there was considerable comment made in relation to the migration of leasing companies to Holland. You made an invaluable contribution to the project, but there were a few queries and questions as to just how many times you needed to visit Amsterdam. Can't quite imagine what the traction was. There were a few queries in relation to some of your expense claims at the time as well, but probably best we don't go into that in any detail. In 1996, you handled the sale of the Dutch leasing operation alongside many other responsibilities. Considerable effort and commitment, sale was very successful, and Andrew played a major part in its success. In 1998, however, something called Project Louise demanded a lot of your time, but there's no comment on what Project Louise is. Who was she? What was your involvement? Goodness me, perhaps you can fill it in. In 1999, you moved into the role of Mortgage Operations Manager, and responsibilities include managing the residential mortgage unit. I'm going to pause at this point and allow Mr. Pete Vout to pick up the rest of the timeline. And fast forward actually to 7 months ago when I started in the team. We've had some very good, if somewhat short time together, and I do genuinely want to thank you for all your hard work and effort during that time. You got stuck into some cracking complaints in the GPF book, and you certainly didn't mind rolling up your sleeves and getting stuck into those. There are a number of successful projects landed during this time, in particular ICE2, which creates real legacy in my view, and something you can be very proud of delivering. And I think overall, you know, I know that you will be sorely missed across the team. You mean an awful lot to a lot of people. I hope you do keep in touch. Wish you very best with retirement, or indeed whatever does come next. And I hope that at some stage we get a chance to get on the bike together. And I look forward to sitting behind you and for you kind of breaking a nice hole in the wind for me and making it nice and easy. So all the very best. Enjoy the rest of today, and look forward to catching up soon. Thanks.